Oh, what's this? Back in my victorious area, you guys hoped it would never happen again, but it is. Guess what? Today we're making a video about Tori Vega. Everyone on the internet kinda hates her, and I don't mean everyone, but a lot of people really dislike this character, and as she was one of my favorite characters when I was growing up, I really wanted to debunk some of the most popular theories about Tori Vega and why she's not as bad as everyone thinks, and it's just a big perception. But you know what? She ain't so bad. Okay? I think that a lot of what people dislike about Tori Vega stems from what they have seen other people say online. I just wanted to debunk some of that stuff, just coming from someone who has watched the show upwards of 5 times. You know what? I used to be ashamed to admit that, but we don't mince words around here, okay? I have watched Victorious more than 5 times. As you can see, it's done alarming things to my mental state. But anyway, the first reason why people don't like Tori Vega is that she is entitled, which I find a really interesting criticism of her character. So people often say that Tori feels that she is entitled to lead roles. She has main character syndrome, thinks that she is always in the spotlight, and thinks that she always should be in the spotlight. But honestly, I don't think that's as prevalent as people make it out to be. Think about how she started, right? She came into Hollywood Arts auditioning without even knowing she was auditioning. She had no confidence in herself, and the whole first season is really about her becoming confident enough to face up to these other students.
But the kids who go here are all like crazy talented.
Yeah, so are you.
But what if I'm not good enough?
I think a lot of what people dislike about Tori comes in seasons 2 through 4, although I'm sure a lot of it's in season 1 too. But I think that when she really comes into her own and is able to show her talent at the school, she does obviously take more of the spotlight because she's a main character and she's more confident now. And I think a lot of people see that as her thinking that she is entitled to roles, but really it's just how the show is written, because once again, she's the main character. She's gonna get a lot of lead roles. It's not a coincidence at all. A lot of times, because Tori is given the spotlight and she is the main character, people take it as Tori slighting other characters when it's really just the writing of the show. For example, in Freak the Freak Out versus Give It Up, people say like, oh, Tori acts like she's so good when she didn't even give as good of a performance as Jade and Kat and Give It Up. And you know what? I do like Give It Up more than Freak the Freak Out, so you know what? I'll give you that. But none of that is Tori, okay? The way the show is written makes it seem like Tori has upstaged them, when in fact she has not upstaged them. But that doesn't mean, 1, Victoria Justice did a bad job, and it doesn't mean 2, Tori was gloating. She was helping her friends out by doing that performance, but she never feels like she's entitled to them. Sure, she's proud to get them. Anyone would be proud. If anyone feels like they're entitled to roles in this show, that is Jade West. And don't get me wrong, I love Jade West, but what? I mean, we all think about Steamboat Susie. She stole her blood to get that role. Like, wow, the lengths she will go. The second reason why people don't like Tori Vega is because she is selfish. For example, I mean, off the top of my head, I've seen a lot of people criticize her for how she treats her sister, Trina. Now, her and Trina have a very interesting relationship where they are kind of close, probably because their parents are borderline neglectful, but also Tori and Trina fight all the time. And while I do think that this is just a good depiction of, you know, being sisters, I think it is obviously some over-the-top fighting, but that's mostly due to Trina. Sure, Tori doesn't want to take care of Trina when she gets her wisdom teeth taken out. To be fair to her, who would?
Put it in your mouth! Trina!
Okay, like when during that scene in Freak the Freak Out, she is an actual nightmare. It's not exactly the best time for her. I'm sure she would much rather be at karaoke dokie, which she does do the next night. Another reason why people hate Tori Vega is that she is uncaring, supposedly. There are a lot of times where her friends might need her help, and she is very apathetic towards them. I think while there are many cases of that, there are also so many cases of her going out of her way to help her friends. Even Jade. In season 1, she helps Jade fix her relationship with Beck.
Okay, maybe you should. Wait, are we friends? We're not even friends!
They haven't even, like, become friends yet, basically. Actually, I mean, I think they were friends since, like, episode 3. She was willing to help her way before that. I think that there are some points where Tori won't go out of her way in later seasons to help her friends, but that's more because she knows them well enough. A lot of times, she just can't deal with Kat right now. Like, she loves Kat so much, but she just can't do it right now. You ever have a friend like that? Kat is so adorable, and we love watching her through the TV screen. But if you lived with that person, she would be exhausting. So I don't really think she's uncaring at all. I think she does her best to care about her friends, and I think out of the core group, maybe besides Andre, she does care about her friends the most. So I do think there are a lot of examples you could pull about her helping her friends out, especially just doing one-on-one things with them. I think Tori is generally the kindest out of them, or the at least most, like, kindest presenting. Another reason why people dislike Tori Vega is that she is upstaged by other characters. You know what? This one is hard to fight against. I don't like the word upstaged, you know, because kind of that is just rude. You know, we don't really need to be insulting the actors on the show. It's not okay, and it's not fun for the people who just enjoy watching the show like me. A lot of people feel that Jade and Ariana Grande are more talented than Tori, and that when they are given songs, which is less often, they are performing much, much better than Tori. But I think people like to extend the gap between the quality of these two performances, while personally, yeah, I think Ariana Grande is probably a better singer than Ariana Grande is a better singer than Victoria Justice out of sheer control of her voice. But is Victoria Justice a bad singer? Or even a mediocre singer? No, not at all. She's great. And you know what? She has some incredible vocal moments throughout this show. Well, Ariana Grande definitely has more control and range. I think Victoria Justice has an interesting way of using her voice. It's more rockish, or at least it was during Victorious, because if you have listened to her music now, she has kind of adapted to the times, and I love her new music, by the way. It's fantastic. In this show, you know, you have songs like Best Friend's Brother. Where you have Victoria hitting these insanely high notes, but she doesn't really use her falsetto. She's kind of just belting all the time, which, you know, a lot of people fault her for, but you know what? I think it has a little bit of a charm to it, I gotta say. I think I do really like it. And while, yeah, Leon Thomas is insanely talented and can play so many instruments and doesn't get enough chances to sing in this show. And sure, Ariana Grande is Ariana Grande. But I think Victoria Justice's performance deserved their own accolades. I seriously do. Obviously, she was trying her hardest. And by the way, in terms of comedic acting, let's put away singing, I think Victoria Justice has some of the best on that show. While Liz Gillies is almost untouchably funny as Jade, Victoria Justice obviously has a lot of experience specifically on Nickelodeon at that point, and she knows the steps and what it needs to be done to get the jokes across. She knows the writing, she knows the pacing, and she can play off of that with her own choices. And the last reason why people don't like Tori Vega is because things get lumped in with real-life drama that actually doesn't exist. And you know what I'm talking about. It's this quote. Everyone loves it except for me.
And we all say,
God, I fucking hate this quote. I see this all the time. Pretty much any time Victoria Justice is brought up. And it's really annoying because it's kind of ruining her reputation, and it brings a perception of her and Ariana hating each other that just wasn't there. The drama was never confirmed. Ariana said it wasn't true. Victoria said it wasn't true. So it wasn't true. I don't know why we're latching on to things that don't exist. And you shouldn't put all of your hate onto this person because of something you think might have happened with Ariana Grande. Forget you, Ariana Grande stans. You're never gonna forgive Victoria Justice for doing nothing. No, it's not. Listen, okay, I get it. If you just genuinely don't like her performance or her attitude, hey, who am I to stop you? I'm just saying, I try to be positive about things, and if there's no actual source to this drama, I'm not gonna believe in it. And I'm gonna keep on going thinking Victoria Justice is a cool lady. So I am going to promote her, and I'm not gonna quote this moment because I think it's an unfortunate, out of context moment that has gotten blown up way too far. And all of that hate goes towards the character too, and I think a lot of people forget to separate Tori and Victoria, mostly because they have very similar names. But anyway, I hope this video helped you see why nope, not Victoria Justice. This is about Tori Vega, why Tori Vega is not so bad. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and a comment down below, and tell us what you would like to see next. I do a lot of video essays, I do everything great about, I do another one perfect scene. If you have any favorite scenes that you'd like to do, try not to spoil anything. Leave that in the comments below, and also check out our Patreon at patreon.com/positivity. That's POSITVTY. There you can get a bunch of extra content. You get full reactions. They're uncut and they're unblurred, and you get all of the videos that come to YouTube weeks early. So that is so awesome. I think it's a great way to get some extra content for yourself, but it also really helps us because we could use the support for this channel because we want to grow it and turn it into something big. So if you can, go to the Patreon, and even if you don't, we appreciate you watching, and thank you so much. We will see you for the next video. Let me know what it should be. Bye! And stop hating Tori Vega. That too. See ya.